Hiya folks, and welcome to Seal Arbiters Mark. So, I decided, since it's going to be the first episode I actually create for the channel since the move, we would start something new. And along with the whole news episode that went before, check it out if you haven't, we're going to be trying something a bit new on the channel, which is I'm going to try more story-driven games. In order to, since I seem to have a better record with completing them than other games. So yeah, Seal Arbiters Mark is a game by Six Eyes Studio, and it came out not that long ago. It has been in early access for a while, but it has had its release, as you can see, 1.02. And it's a tactics game much like Final Fantasy Tactics, or one where you're a demon. Sure someone will know what I'm getting at when I mean that. Anyway, let's jump right in. Oh, and before we start, actually, I love tactics games, but I do not promise that I'm good at them. So if this is painful for you, just know that I'm trying. I will take advice though. So just know though, also I like theming things, so even if it goes against best practice, like if there's a class or a skill or something that is the best to use, I'm not necessarily going to use it just because it's the best. Yeah, so let's jump in and find out how it goes, because I've not played this. As you can see, there's no continue or load, there's only a new game. So let's jump in. What have we got? Beginner. Ooh, no. Really? There's no, like, medium? This is the default injury system. When a character falls in combat, they will have a penalty to all their stats until they rest for a full battle. Resting means you won't deploy them during an encounter. This setting encourages the player to create a few substitute units. Yeah, sure, why not? Injuries are permanent and will never heal. Oh, I see. Okay, this is the current setting. Enemies level scaling. This is the recommended setting. Each map has a minimum and maximum level range for enemies, so they will try to keep up with your level, but if you're struggling, you could raise your level to pass theirs and thus overpower your foes. Cool. Like that. For stat scaling, enemies will have -10 to their stats. Enemies will have stats at the stats a character of their level would normally have. For the most part, these are the same stats you would have if you had leveled your character in their current class almost exclusively. Okay. Because I know there's cross-classing, I'm going to do -5 then. Added enemies, default. I think I'll leave that enemy gear default. Enemies passive counter. Enemies will have a chance of spawning without passives or counters even at a high enough level. Alright. Cool. I think we just go with these settings. It seems like... Cool. We changed one setting. Congratulations.
In the dark days of centuries past, an otherworldly beast known as the Mar appeared in Tiora, leaving ruin in its wake. In this time of need, 7 great heroes rose against the threat. The battle was fierce, but the heroes prevailed, and the beast was vanquished. In slaying the beast, the heroes gained the power of immortality. They formed the Council of Immortals to rule over the land and enforce order to prevent such a catastrophe from ever happening again. But powerful as the Immortals may be, they are few. Thus, they created the Order of Arbiters to enforce their will and protect the land. As agents of the Immortals, Arbiters wield absolute authority. They are judge, jury, and executioner. But in time, the Order of Arbiters has grown complacent and corrupted. Could a threat as dire as the ancient beast itself be looming over Tiora?
It did? Dun dun dun. Let's do this. This game is gorgeous, by the way, which is why I thought we'd do it. Good work, Anodyne. You handled yourself well. I was struggled with that name for a bit. Thanks, Captain. I don't feel I actually did all that much, though. Violent confrontation isn't always necessary or desirable. Negotiation is an equally important skill for an arbiter. Of course, you're right, Captain. Are you sure Rainier knew the time we agreed to meet, Captain? Yes, he knows, but knowing Rainier, he's probably... Did you hear that? I didn't. Help, please, anyone. Sounds like it came from the alley just ahead. Let's go. What is the meaning of this, sir? Why on earth would you strike down an unarmed man? Explain yourself. Pesky witnesses. What a bother. You, hireling, earn your coin for once and dispatch these interlopers. Tutorial fight. Ile. Defeat Alphonse. Deployment. In this phase you can deploy things. Got it. At all times, the bottom right of the screen contains a list of buttons that you can currently use. Cool. Using mouse, you can also click on the icons to activate them. Left mouse button acts as the confirm key and the right button the cancel key. Okay. At most times in the game, you can press the help button to enter the help screen where you can get information about relevant things shown on screen. Lastly, you can disable the tutorials in the options. Great. So, I mean, oh, we got more people to deploy, I see. Right. That'll start. Yes. By lawful decree of the Arbiters, I order you to lay down your weapons and surrender. Now. You are an Arbiter? This is even more tiresome than I thought. Hireling, exterminate these pests for me and you will receive a tidy, even, bonus. At once, Lord Alphonse. As you wish. Anodyne, it looks as though you are about to face your first real battle. Yes, I see. I am ready, Captain. I'm sure you are, but why don't we quickly review the basics just to be safe? Yes, please. In Seal Arbiters Mark, combat is turn-based. Every unit can get an individual turn where they can move or take an action, in any order. You can see the global turn order at the top of the screen. I can. Unit can move up to a maximum amount of tiles every turn shown by the movement range. The foot icon. So for tiles, that movement is also restricted by terrain, and units can only reach tiles that are within their vertical movement range, shown by the blue icon. Okay. The height of a tile is shown in the top left corner of the screen. Okay, so I'm on 2 height, so I guess the water is 0. A unit can take a single action every turn. A list of all their possible actions will be shown every turn for you to choose from. Actions include everything that isn't your movement, such as attacking, using abilities, opening chests, etc. Now then, let's deal with the scum. Move on the map, limited by your movement value. You may still take an action afterwards if you haven't done so already. Hey. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sure. Although I feel like she's got the shield. This... Yeah, you're the nastier character, so we're gonna block you, hopefully? Attack. Let's do it. Smush. 9 XP. Attacks from the sides deal more damage than from the front, and attacks from the back deal even more damage. Taking advantage of this mechanic will be crucial to victory. Right. At the end of your turn, you get to select the characters facing. Try not to show your back to your enemies, as they will deal more damage from the sides of the back. Yes. Right. Move. I'm going to assume the pointy hat man... Yeah. Pointy hat man is ranged, so I'm going to move up here. Warcraft. What have you got? Forceful strike. Let's do it. Rad. And then face him. Right. Silva moves around. Okay, Virgil, what do you do? You have elementalism. Can I move you, for example, here? And then light her. Oh, okay. Light that square on fire. Oh, hang on. Hang on, even better. Nope, can't reach it. Can I unmove? I can unmove. Move here. Yes. Yes. Beautiful. I suppose facing that direction would be safest for you. Okay. You can move through your own characters, which is nice. Haha, get wrecked, Silver. Face Alphonse, move, side of Alphonse, and attack. And face. Ah, enough, I yield. Wise choice, if a bit late in coming. Victory! Snake bite, oil, and an axe. Cool. Ladies, there you are. Rhaenyra, you're a bit late. What's this? Didn't tell me you were we were going to have a party. Rhaenyra, at last. Were we supposed to meet an hour ago? We could have used your help with these thugs. No matter, this gentleman kept us company, and now we will show our gratitude providing him with a nice comfy cell. Cannot be serious. Do you know who I am? I'm Lord Alphonse, to be precise. As a nobleman of the realm, I command you release me. Slaying an unarmed man, attempting to eliminate the witnesses to a foul crime, and now resisting lawful arrest. There are limits to the privileges of nobility, as you're about to learn. An arbiter and a simpleton, I see. Very well, let us proceed with the farce, if we must. Bring me to the Arbiter's chapter house for my trial. You suddenly struck dumb as well, Simple. Knight's chill does not agree with me. Make haste and escort me to the chapter house, wench. Okay. And now, I've decided to make a small detour to Luster. We will personally deliver this nobleman to the main chapter house. Clever. I wonder how much sway the little lordling has with Illuster. Very little, I suspect. Gather our people and make everything ready. We will move at first light on it. Now, to ensure you are comfortable for the trip. Outrageous. Simply outrageous. Simmer down, or I'll put a gag on you next. No one bothers washing the gags in between prisoners, mind you. Gross. Very well. Let's head for Luster now. I'm sure our eminent guest is eager to get started on his trial. Alright. So we have 2 stops. Journey may be treacherous. We should stop at the local guild here in Gale. How do you spell that, Gale? Maybe. Gala. And hire more hands for the road. An extra recruit would go a long way. Crossroads it is. Chop. Irie? Yes, I noticed. That person there? What's happening, Captain? Stand back, Anodyne. Ambush! Spotted. Ah well, you arbiters are every bit as sharp as they say. I like how the bandits have a uniform. Much friendlier. Well met, friend. Sigh. If you have business with us, out with it, otherwise step aside. Of course, I'll make it quick for you. Hand over that nobleman traipsing along at your heels, and everyone else can be on their merry way, safe and sound. What a splendid idea. Right. Safety and soundness first, exactly my own philosophy, but first, tell me, just what is it that you want with our bejeweled guest? Funny you should ask. From what I've been hearing lately, I bet you arbiters wouldn't mind a taste of this action yourselves, huh? Alright, here it is. This rich fop will pay us handsomely for his freedom. Hand him over, and 20% of the fee is yours to divide amongst yourselves. No one need ever know an arbiter was involved in our little transaction. You get what I want, you get paid, and your repercussion remains as spotless as the luster's peaks. Win, win, win. Is there a fourth win I'm missing? Well, what do you say? Do we have a deal? I don't know, Kyrie, only 20%. Captain? Enough. We haven't the time to exchange banter with these fools. As for you lot, attempted bribery, intimidation, interfering in arbiter business. Serious crimes, the kind that should see every one of you decorating the trees. Jesus. But get out of our way and I'll forget I ever saw your faces. As my final and only counteroffer, signal that you accept before I change my mind. Now, they did say the story was going to be mature, and implying that they all be hanging from the trees. Yeah, okay. It's already begun. As my final and only counteroffer, signal that you accept before I change my mind. Of all the doomy luck, we just had to run into the one clean arbiter within 100 leagues. Jump lively, boys. It looks like we must earn our prize today. No survivors, no witnesses. Alright. Crossroads. Defeat all foes. What's this about? This suspicious trapdoor might just contain reinforcements. Anyone standing on it when it's meant to open will prevent it. Uh-huh. Who we got? We got Virgil. We got Lana, who looks like a healer. And we got Judas. This unit's placed 5 out of 6. Where's my 6th? Or is it just saying that I have 6 for this map? Alright, fair enough. Battle start is T. Yeah. Rainier. Move. What do you do, Rainier? Are you like the rogue? Hang on. Yes, you're the rogue. So, I maybe should have changed up where he was. And that way. Go. Tread Vulp. Anodyne, why don't I give you a quick refresher on items? Items don't work as they usually do in most games, so you probably shouldn't skip this tutorial. Okay. In combat, any character can use items simply by selecting the items command in their actions list. You will notice items have a count next to them. The count is the maximum amount you can be used in any single battle and is shared across the whole team. Oh, okay. At the start of every battle, item counts are automatically refilled to the maximum amount for free, so don't hold back on using them as needed. Alright, okay, that's actually kind of neat. I'm gonna move you there. And can you do anything? All debuffs. Oops. No. Well. Rock. No. You know, I had to try. You won't be moved here. And we'll face this way. You will go here. And face this way. Okay, so that's just to hit things. I can burninate you. What's water? Is that a single target? No, it's the same. Mine damage. Both are mine damage. Alright. Burninate. Feel like that might have been a slight hurry, Mark. Your sizable trapdoor. I think they might have reinforcements waiting below. I have plans for that trapdoor, don't worry. Well spied. If one of us stands directly upon it, it should keep it sealed against any new enemies. Great. Agreed. But we must move quickly if we plan to secure it. They could strike at any moment. Great. Okay, trickery. Dirty hit. Damage the target and has a chance of inflicting blind. Steal GP. Well, dirty hit, I think. I like debuffs. Debuffs are good. So now you should have terrible ability to hit, right? If I move you back, I don't know how many squares you can move, but hopefully it's not enough. Yes. Silly dog. Get wrecked. Who are you and when's your turn? I think you are her, so yes, I'm going to face this way. So you can do physical. Alright, so when I reach, we will move you forward 1 square. Item. Rock. Nope. I want to use that rock. See, there we go. The enemies can level up. Alright. That's interesting. I can see an awesome opportunity. Ow. And then we'll move you next to our healer. Face this way. Yeah. Thought that might have happened, but... Aha! Slight. Or steal GP. No, we're gonna do a normal attack. I think I should have done a dirty hit there because I think it would have just been comparable damage. You're in a bad position actually, because no matter which, well, okay, here is best, because that's your back towards a spot that they can't move, I think. Holy magic, heal you. Now it's like nothing ever happened. And face this way. Move. So he's probably going to move behind me anyway. So this way, I think? No, he's going to go for Virgil. Alright. Oh, yeah. Get Oh, poor Virgil. We'll get you out of there, Virgil, don't worry. Let's try water. We haven't tried water yet. Well... yeah, okay. It's more like frost, but okay. Special events that happen during combat will display an event icon in the turn order list at the top of the screen. Okay, so there is an event that's going to happen soon. When the event icon comes to the front of the turn order, the event will trigger. Gotcha. Whilst you attack Virgil. Oh no, Virgil! Yeah, I thought that might happen. Okay, so... who of us could use the most healing? Definitely her. Heal. Eat. Panacea. We're gonna move you here. Do a plane attack. You gotta stay there. So... yeah, just end your turn. Leave her alone, dang it! Okay, see, this is what I mean by I'm not great at tactics games. I realize now that I probably should have used those potions. I think that is for this. Maybe? And it looks like I've got this turn and next turn, so... Phoenix Ashes on... Lana. Awesome strike. Well, you're basically going to fall over if I attack you, so let's do that. And we'll just keep you facing that way. It's going to attack your side. Okay. Right. Heal yourself. We'll stop her from getting in behind there by moving you there. I think it's best if I move you. Missile strike is bad right now. Virgil needs to move on to this. Virgil? I mean Rainier. Oh, you're gonna... Nope. Good. move you as far away as we can. And then heal you again. You should be able to take her out. Murdered. Right. Not totally terrible, maybe? Or Virgil. Yeah, they both got injuries. Okay. Isn't this just gorgeous art, though? I love it. It's like watercolor? This used to be an inn, quite a prosperous one if I remember all right. Burned down in a marauder attack last year. And no arbiters nearby to prevent it. You allude to that scoundrel's claim about arbiters taking bribes. Nothing but a desperate attempt to talk their way out of a fight. I don't believe a word of it. And yet here we are, dragging that foppish nobleman around because we can't quite trust the local chapter house. It's long enough break. We need to keep moving if we're to reach Alasta before nightfall. We'll make sure everyone is ready. You need a breather after that, Anodyne? I guess it can't hurt if we're not in a rush, thanks, Captain. Occasionally, a note on the world map will be marked with a symbol, indicating an optional character event is available. Select the node and choose Event from the main menu. Note that some events are time sensitive and may disappear as the story progresses. Oh. Event. Let's do it. That was exhilarating, Captain. But I also feel a bit sick. I'll pass. When I was a child, I dreamed of becoming an arbiter like my mother. I also dreamed of fighting alongside her, but never that I would be wearing her armor. The armor you inherited, but the position you earned. Watch this one for me, would you? Yes, Captain. Why would someone with your wealth and privilege stoop to murder? If that man had wronged you, I'm sure the court would be happy to hear your case. The court's manner of dispensing justice is too costly, slow for my taste. I don't understand. It shocks me to my core. What did he do to you? Let's just say he strayed from the rut which fate had gouged out for him. I still don't. Just like a pair of little girls I know, he interfered in the business of his betters and quite soon afterwards paid the price for it. Perhaps one day you will explain to me how such a powerful lord came to be a prisoner of a pair of little girls. Humph. Cool. Alright, I think we're going to leave it there. Thank you all for watching, and we will continue Arbiters Mark soon. Tomorrow, maybe. Or the next day, but soon. Look forward to another Arbiters Mark episode very soon. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.